Hello and welcome once again to Physicsify. Today we are going to talk about vectors yet again, but today there's a new topic coming in, the polygon law. So we would be talking about that in a little while, but let me tell you, we have entered into part 9 for now, and let's hope this thing becomes as easy as a peach for you. Now, the first thing that we are taking up is a question from whatever we have learned before. We have a certain important result to be concluded. I'll talk about that in a little while, but let's talk about the question at first. So we are said that there is a particular vector A that has been given to be having a magnitude of 10 units. The direction is also given to us that this vector with the magnitude has a direction that points due west. Similarly, there is a vector B. It has the same magnitude, which means this is also 10 units, and the direction is given to be pointing towards south. Now you are required to find out certain vectors. If you see, you want to get a plus b as well as a minus b in vector form. That means both the magnitude as well as the direction, and you have to specify the directions relative to due west, right? Relative west, you have to tell where exactly is this vector going. So how would we proceed with that? Let's take up first part. Now if we take up first part, I have tried to highlight or sort of mark the importance that a plus b is what we try to find. And if you see, first of all, your a vector, let us say this is our a vector which is having a magnitude of 10 units and it is pointing due west. Similarly, you have another b vector that is due south. Again, this is going to have some 10 units. Let us say this is our b vector. And now if you want a plus b, I hope you have studied this from the parallelogram law, the one that we saw in the part 8. So what do we have over there? We say we construct this parallelogram. In this case, it turns out to be a rectangle. And you will just join these 2 points, that is point this, and you get this resultant. You can say this is the resultant that I can call as a plus b. The next thing that I can say over here is that the two angles are going to be 45 degree each, that is this one as well as this one. So if I want to tell this r vector now with magnitude, with direction relative due to west, I will say that my r vector, that is a plus b vectors, this is r equal to a plus b, the magnitude of which, the magnitude of this particular vector, the one shown in green to you, this would be 10 root 2 thanks to the Pythagoras theorem. I hope you know it would be under root of 10 square plus 10 square. This is under root of 10 square plus 10 square, which in turn is going to be 10 root 2 with respect to the magnitude. And if you want to tell the direction, you can say either this is southwest, but since we were asked specifically with respect to west, I would say this is the answer we are looking for. 45 degrees south of west. That is, if this is west, this is 45 degrees towards the southern direction of west. You can also call it that this is 45 degree west of east, west of south, because if we take this direction westwards towards towards 45 degree towards the west, you can say this is going to be 45 degree west of south as well. So I hope you are able to tell directions with three different contexts. So even if this question was changed, you could have still answered it. The next part becomes easier now, because if we want to answer a minus b, what will I do? I will simply say let's draw a as it is. It's been drawn towards the west. This is our vector a. And with respect to vector minus b, because I can say this is actually a vector plus minus b vector. So the next thing that I say is I draw this b vector towards north. No, minus b vector towards north. If b was towards south, minus b becomes topwards, that is towards north. Now if you want these two vectors to be added, again you can draw that parallelogram. Again you can say this resultant that turns out to be, this resultant is a minus b, or you can say this resultant is a plus minus b. Now The next thing that I will say again is if I want to get the directions, it's going to be 45 degree each again. This is 45, this is 45 as well. And if I want to write it down again with respect to the magnitude, with respect to the direction, I will say again that r vector this time around is a plus minus b. This means that magnitude of r dash. Okay, why have I said this as r dash? I have said this as r dash because r we defined in a plus b, right? So let's write it down as r dash. The meaning is same. It is the resultant of vector a and minus b. So this again is going to be the same 10 root 2. Magnitude would remain same, but the direction would be different. You can call it either, this is r dash, is towards northwest, or you can say 45 degree north of west or 45 degree west of north. This is going to be our answer to be marked because we had to mark relative due west. I hope this question with respect to parallelogram law was clear to you. So now let's head on to the important point that I said I would be talking about in this particular question. So what we say is, first thing, that magnitude of both r vector as well as r dash vector is same. That was 10 root 2. Let me quickly write it down. Let us say this is 10 root 2, both of them. And if I say the next thing, I can say the magnitude of a plus b, because this r vector is a plus b, r dash was a minus b, the magnitude of both is same, right? So one thing that I get is magnitude remains same. But if I talk about the direction, I will say that a plus b vector in vector form without the magnitude, if I take full vector, that is not equal. Why is it not equal? Because the directions of both of them were different. That means r vector and r dash vector are actually different, even though the magnitude seems to be the same or is actually same. So what is the next thing that I say? That since the direction is not same, the vectors are not equal. Right. This brings me on to the final thing that we actually wanted to do in this session, that is polygon law. So polygon law is also called head-tail method. There's a particular way to go about it. Right. What is this way? Let's talk about it. First of all, we say that this is an extension of the triangle law. Right. If we add something over here, we can say that in this method, we are just joining the tail of the second vector with the head of the first one. And concluding this is that if you want the resultant, that is the common head and the common tail. So the important parts to be underlined is that this is an extension of triangle of first. In this we have to join the tail of second vector and head of first vector. And finally, common head and common tail is to be joined to get the resultant. How do we do that? Let us say we have a lot of vectors. Remember, this is a method that you can use whenever you have more than two vectors to be added graphically. So let's say these are the four vectors given to us. I hope everybody can see A, B, C, D are different vectors having different magnitudes, maybe in different directions. So how would you add all of them? Let's say I want to get A plus B plus C plus D, right? Let's say I want to get A plus B plus C plus D. How will I get that? I can use this polygon law. Now first thing, I draw A as it is. Now what will I do? I will put the tail of second vector, that is tail of vector B, on the head of vector A. So here is the second particular vector. Similarly, continuing, head of B, tail of C, we have this one. Head of C, tail of D, we have this one. Now once we have drawn all this, all we need to see is that this is our common tail, this is our common head. If I join these 2 points, I will get my resultant vector R. I can say this R vector is A plus B plus C plus D. So this actually reinforces your triangle law concept, and I hope that you were able to understand this polygon law as well. More questions to be seen in the upcoming sessions. This is bye-bye for this session, but I hope if in case you liked it, you are making sure you are sharing it with your friends, you are sharing it with your cousins, you are sharing with this with all those people who might be in need of learning all these concepts. And if you don't want to miss any other video that I upload, I hope you will subscribe. See you in the next session. Until then, it's bye bye.